Welcome to Corpers Forum, the ultimate platform for young voices and fresher perspectives. I am Chemele Kachupu, your host. I'm so excited to be with you today, and if you are joining us for the first time, you are welcome. This is just a space where we delve into matters that concerns us, share our stories, and learn from each other's experiences. On today's episode, we are going to be diving into societal pressure and how to overcome them. With me in the studio are
Corper O. David Anas.
Copper Jonathan Tapshat.
You're welcome to the studio.
Thank you.
Copper David, in a layman's understanding, what is societal pressure?
Societal pressure. Societal pressure has to, as a layman, societal pressure, this has to be the forces that comes from the society on an individual that shaping his mental construct negatively. Things that is not ought to be doing, but we started doing them
Because of the influence?
because of the influence of society,
Okay.
or the pressure, or the force that have been put in place for him or her.
Okay. Papa Jonathan, can you add anything to that?
Actually, societal pressure, as he said, and I'm going to just add a little on it. These are some action within our society that changes the attitude.
What are some examples of societal pressure?
Okay, number one, we have drug trafficking,
Okay.
human trafficking, drug abuse.
Okay, can you paint a picture for us?
Okay, let me just choose Yahoo,
Okay.
the normal
Fraudulent activities. Yeah, fraudulent activities.
and as an example, and also maybe join with drug abuse. Okay, actually, as individual growing up in a society, and you happens to grow up in peers, and peradventure one among you guys happens to have little financially more than you guys, you know that it will to some extent, whether family or individually, you will be like, how comes this person is making it and
Yes,
I'm not making it. So to some extent, for me to meet up my financial obligations, I was sometimes, some people started having some thought that okay, since I cannot make it right way, let me do it the other way so that I will have it. So sometimes if they feel like when they go further, they can come back to.
There are some societal pressures as well that has to do with early marriage and being a graduate as well. When you graduate, when you're not a graduate, people, there's some societal pressure that comes with it.
Yeah.
When everybody is expecting you to be bringing money home, that you're supposed to be self-employed or just start doing something or bringing money.
Yeah, exactly.
As long as you are a graduate, the minute you are a graduate, they expect you as if some people think that when you become a graduate, you knows everything in the world. Yes, I'm telling you.
Really, our society has made it that you go through nursery school,
Yes.
primary school, secondary school, university, service, and boom.
Boom. Money starts.
You start making money.
Yes, money should be coming.
As if the school handed us over a money making machine.
Exactly.
And then you start printing money, start building houses, start
So that's
driving and all
when,
that.
that's when you will find out that you'll be like, what will I do to meet expectation of these people? What will I be doing now to meet expectation? Maybe at the end of the day, you will discover that maybe there are no jobs that can be sufficient. Maybe probably the ones you will see, they are not really sufficient for you, you know. So they are little pay, and you are seeing somebody of your age or even below you having certain things beyond expectation. You understand? So you'll be like, what are these people doing? Maybe with the influence of society, you'll be like, let me zero my mind. Since if it is drugs they are doing, let me go into it. If it's child trafficking, let me go into it. If it's kidnapping, then just to meet up expectation. Yeah.
And some ladies experience this in their homes when their mother. Go and give me grandchildren. What are you doing here? Go to your husband's house. Abba. You have gone to the university, not see any man
You
there.
want old from my house? No, something like that.
Actually, the society has a way of making them
Influencing
think, yes,
even marriage as well.
Yes. Okay, she has been married for how
years?
many years, but she has nothing to show.
Sure.
So to some extent, when those things come to your head, you know that it will make you to start having like some thought that, okay, maybe my husband is impotent, my wife is barren. So to some extent,
they will not go
outside to like say, okay, let me just try it outside, whether actually my husband is impotent. So to some extent, some of the first children, first daughter and sons are not
biological.
Yes.
They're not.
So those are some of the forces.
Even most time, even bridge the love between those couples. You know, most time when society, especially for the man side mostly, you don't marry, when you, no issue at all, is your wife okay? I think you should try her side.
What is the impact of societal pressure on the mental health of the individual?
The impact of societal pressure. Some of the impacts, you know, when societal pressure are there, it can lead to depression, anxieties, frustration self. You know, there is this lady I know. Normally she doesn't smoke. You know, she doesn't smoke. But she used to be my classmate though. So the last time I met her, I was like, why are you doing this? She was like, you know, God understand. I said, why? I say, the pressure too much.
Okay.
I said, what is the pressure? What is the pressure all about? Say, my parents are expecting much from me. Like at my age, what am I still doing at home? This and that, pushing me out, even expecting money from me, and as if they train me in school, like, you know, that she was like, now you get opportunity to finish school. She end up after secondary school, that's when she ends. And know that even her mother self, you know, even maybe she want to sign work, maybe not work is signed for her, that kind of thing. But they are expecting her to be bringing money and feeding the family. Then not only that one again, say maybe she go be husband again, train her.
Wow, this pressure is so much.
Was much on her. Started thinking, was like, nah, started smoking. So this is the only thing that making her while away time.
Okay, and this depression can actually lead to suicidal thoughts.
Yes.
And lastly, it can lead to a person committing suicide.
Ending it all.
There is a saying that is for you to go into things like that, it is better for you to sit down and think on what to do. Yes, the solution to that problem. As before.
I don't think.
It's just that the thing is that most time this societal pressure, when you experience it, you will know that there are no solution. Like you'll be like, there is no solution, because just imagine that you are expected that you go and bring a husband. Just for example. Where do you think you can first be sure to that? You don't bring any random guy. Because if you should pick any random guy,
it is still backfire.
Okay. Those ones will not be the one responsible, like they won't be there.
They won't experience it. You are the one that will experience it first. So I don't think. So
most of these things. So I would just say maybe our religious body should try as much as possible to be.
Sorry, if I heard you well, you said there are no solutions. There are solutions.
No, I said there are certain things that you can just think. You yourself cannot think about the solution. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, so I think we'll move over to the next question.
Yes.
What are the sources of this societal pressure?
One, we have family.
Social media.
Social media. Peer groups. And bad economy.
Okay.
Yes.
How do family influence these children to do something that they know is not really right? I can put it that way.
If not that, this particular picture just asked me now, I can spare from now to tomorrow to give you stories, history, or whatever. You understand? There are a lot. Okay. Family is the major issue we are having in this present economy, to be precise, in this our society that we are, in this our generation. You know, many of us have good intentions to do certain things according to time. But most time, our parents will be the ones who will be like, you are at a certain stage, you are supposed to be doing this, you are supposed to be doing that. When it was their time, it was not like that too.
Yes.
It was
I
not
think
like
they
that.
have
Yeah.
parents.
Because I used to ask one woman, if you think you are really smart, why you not marry rich man?
And they want their daughter to marry rich
Okay.
man.
Then you are pressurizing your daughter to marry a rich man. That you should not bring any other person, and the person must be rich, must be this and that, you know. So all this pressure for our family is, and the boys as well, with the male, you know, most time our parents are expecting us to be bringing, especially at this stage we are now, they're expecting to be bringing money, bringing things, because I won't lie to you, where I came from, I came from, if I'm from Ughelli, from Delta State, Ughelli North, you know, if you are reading news, you will see the things the way most of our boys are doing there. You know, you will see a child of 14 years has duplex, having flashing cars. You understand? So I know.
In that kind of society, if you don't measure up,
so your parents will be like, let's say you did dull, oh, look at what they are doing. What they do when you know fit do. And people like us that they'll be like, you go school, they will not go school. See what they do. But you that is academic buoyant, at least you can do it better than them.
Yeah.
So family is one of the major issues that has to do with societal pressure.
Let me chip in some little. I think one of the reason that, and not actually the reason, one of the ways our families actually lure us to that is one, comparison. Comparing
yes,
you
comparison.
and others.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, Jonathan, you are so person HMate. That person is making it. You are here. Even soap, I'm the one that normally buy it for you. So they will compare you with people that you like. It will make you to start having second thought.
Yeah,
This person doesn't have two head. That person have one head,
And
and
we also have
that person
one head.
also is my HMate. But it's making, not knowing that as individual we both have our individual differences. His destiny is different from my destiny.
Figures are not the same.
Yes. So to some extent, when they compare you and someone, it has a negative sometimes. It has a negative
Impact,
influence
yes.
on someone.
Yes.
So it will give some people.
I think some parents don't really say anything, but their action says it.
The action
all.
says it all, yes.
Ah.
Yes, action.
Hey, my brother, oh. You know that your friend, that your childhood friend, he just built a house.
does,
oh.
yes.
She'll just keep quiet.
That one.
That one is unspoken expectations.
yes.
There are spoken expectations and unspoken expectations.
Even the way
from
that,
our parents.
even there's a way, certain way they used to present food to you before. Maybe when you come up, they'll be like, hey, food there, or they'll be like, hey, what do you want to eat? But you will get to a point that you'll be the one asking for the food.
And actually, to add to this, especially aligned with ladies, because Precious travel to Abuja and come back with flashy things, little change. Then also, see Precious of yesterday.
Hey.
When I travel to
Yes,
Travel.
She
like,
forgot, she don't know
knowing
what she went there to do. They don't even know the kind of connection Precious had.
So,
I hope it's not my pressure.
No.
Okay, so as an individual going through this societal pressure, how can we deal with it? How can we cope with societal pressure?
Nice.
ability to fight oneself, ability to abstain yourself from those peers, ability to confront your family. Though I think it can go a long way when your families are trying to pressurize you to do things that you know that is not morally right. Mom, it is not like that. David has different destiny to me, so you don't expect me to have at the time David have. So when you it's not like you have to pick a fight with them, but confronting them,
explain to
yes.
them.
And if you think that they will not give you a listening ear, you have to dialogue it to some persons, because as individual there must be someone that
they listen to.
you. Yes. So you have to take it to people like that. This is how my family is trying to lure me to things like this, because if I will say I will follow to what they are demanding presently, I might go contrary to the law of the country and my faith. So things like that.
To me, I already, because I so much believe in this perspective whereby everything that happens in our life, whether through faith. You know, one way to control or to help individual to avoid all these certain unfortunate things that happen is to be very close to God.
Okay.
Yes, I have the consciousness of God. It's what they call taqwa in Islam, though. See, which is the fear of God. When you have the fear of God, I don't think there is no pressure that will pressurize you in this life. Have you ever read the Bible? What happened to this man that has many children with wife? When the devil, when something inflicted him with sickness, there were no wife, no children. Job, Job. You know, but with the help of God, societal influence. There was also societal pressure there.
The wife was
pressuring, but he has faith in God.
Wow.
You understand?
Wow.
So, but once you have faith in God, I don't think with God everything is possible.
Sure.
Okay.
So, yeah, but just that this today, the world we are today now, is just that many of us don't have the consciousness of God
And patience.
Patience.
Exactly.
Thank you. Consciousness of God and patience. And many of us just, most people that you see that fall into most people that fall into victim of all those social pressure or whatever, most of them, if you share them, most of them really have dream.
Okay.
Like tangible dream. Because if you have tangible dream, you know what you're going to achieve
And
tomorrow.
you have a target you're looking up to.
You're not going to reason anything.
Abi?
Yes.
Anyway, I think for someone to overcome this pressure, the person have to know him or herself. If you've not discovered yourself, you can be pushed by the waves of the sea. Anyone that go and marry you, go and marry.
Yes, before the same thing. That's just as I said, that if you have target, this is what I want to achieve. That should be you know what you are doing.
Yes.
You can't follow anything because you know that at the end of the tunnel there is light.
Yes. But why did they put the light at the end?
But most time, there's a saying that at the end of the tunnel, by the time you get there, they must have off the light.
Moving on. If you have someone around you that is experiencing societal pressure, what will be your support? What will be your advice to such persons?
You first have to know the pressure, how the pressure the forces of the pressure normally comes before you can see that person and started maybe trying to make the person to understand the consequences and actually how the opposite things are. Aside that, if in any way you can assist the person, for example, it's finance issue, like you must not give the person to the exact amount. You understand? You must not give the person the exact amount, but the little you can give the person will also change the perspective of the person towards that thing. Because you are pressurizing me to do something like that, and I happen to see someone that is trying to tell me that this thing is bad.
And the person offer help also.
Also offer you, like, yes, to tell you that there are bad people, there are good people. So you receiving that help from that person will also change the perspective, because you will be like, okay, this person has seen the side effect and the bad effect of this thing and don't want me to embark on it. That's why so it will go a long way and make the person to withdraw back.
Okay, if they want to take any advice.
Yes.
Actually, this topic itself, I even have a situation like that on ground now. I'm even this question you just asked me, I said I was even thinking on how to even assist as well, because I have this friend, and as you are watching us as a viewer, please, if you know you have a solution, you can also drop it in our comment section once you are viewing this as well. So there is this lady, she's facing this pressure from family that she has to get married, that you don't take. You have to marry, you are getting old, you are this and that, So the pressure is much on her every time, like she can't breathe. Like there's a saying, maybe you can't drink water and drop cup. Any small issue, go and marry. Any small issue, go and marry. Me as well, I don't even know what to say or to advise her. You understand? Because the only thing I will tell her is that, don't worry, just have faith in God. Just have faith in God and try as much as possible. Anything that will be making you, maybe anything that you can do that is very positive, that is not immoral, that is moral, that can make you to leave the house and find your own comfort. Just leave that environment. Yes, and avoid them. Yes, leave that circle that always pressurizing. Yes, leave that circle. Yeah.
Okay. There is this family that the brother came out boldly and tell his kid sister that when she reached 25 years without getting married, she will start paying rent. Those are some of the things that normally makes
people face a lot of things.
Yes.
So as individual, when things like that come to you, as I said earlier, you have to learn how to fight yourself and fight other forces. So if you fight yourself, meet someone that you know that definitely my elder brother will normally adhere to. This is what my elder brother is throwing up to me. So if I will follow to what he, to his demand, definitely I might end up making mistake. So please help me talk to my elder brother.
Okay, so you're saying you should talk to someone that the elder brother listens to.
Yes.
Maybe someone that the person that's pressuring you, someone that he or she listens to.
Yeah,
and then move away from that circle that pressures you if you can.
If you can.
Yes. Then what if someone has already taken a step based on that pressure? Maybe a lady that they are talking to go and marry, and then eventually she now marries someone out of pressure that she's regretting today, or someone that they are taxing
in a toxic relationship or whatever.
Yes, or someone that they are taxing, or
seriously.
What would they do?
When you realize that marriage is toxic, I'm not married. When you realize that marriage is toxic, my little advice, if you contacted, as I said earlier on, if you contacted someone that your husband do adhere to, and the husband is not ready to change, feel your way from that marriage.
Okay, you mentioned earlier that a woman can be pressured. You are married now, 1 year, 2 years, why have you not given birth? And because of that pressure, she now goes out to
even some people go diabolic, you know.
And go diabolic.
Some
what
go
is your
diabolic,
advice
yes.
to someone that has already done something out of pleasure? Pressure?
Mistake as human, mistake is more like part of us. When you make mistake, doesn't mean that's the end for you. Make mistake, you amend it.
And you learn from
your mistake. So that's just it. When you make mistake,
you admit it.
Yeah, admit it. Learn from it and move on.
Yeah.
Not for you to like, okay, let me. I've made a mistake. I will continue. No, you learn from your mistake and run away from it.
And we've seen that the family is mostly the primary source of societal pressure. Yeah. Seeing that the family is the primary source, most families do, because some families have Gen Z parents that expect everything fast.
Yes.
So if the family now is a primary source, how can this family help in alleviating societal pressure?
There is this saying that in every society without law, that society is a doom.
Okay.
Yes. As individual, you have no right to run away from rules and regulation. So if things like that in the society, things like, I think like we have to fight this thing as a force. Firstly, that's one thing they will do. We sit down, create rules and regulation, laws that will stand against things like that. Whenever you compromise the law, you have them.
I don't understand. You know, societies have laws and rules already. I think one of the ways is the families should, I think the father and the mother, being the primary source, they should at least understand that human beings are different.
Yes.
And the times...
And they should accept fate. Okay. You know, fate, F-A-T-E. That fate of, you know, every child has his or her own fate when coming to life.
Yes.
You know, everybody has his own time. So once family understand that perspective that the time for this one, maybe not everybody in this life, not everybody must be a multimillionaire.
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course, we say all fingers and
Of magical, yes.
but my mother will say, must say,
must all be short ones.
That's
what they will say. So,
yeah.
so who will not be the short one? So they need to understand. You know, when you as a parent, when the children are growing, as a parent, we tell the capacity of that particular child.
Wow, thank you so much. I really appreciate you all for coming today. And our viewers, remember that you are free to do everything you want to do, but every action has consequences. Yeah. And also remember there are times and seasons. If it's not your time yet, wait and celebrate others that are having their time. Yeah. Very soon, your own time will come. Thank you for joining us in our episode today. And we will meet you next time, same station. Goodbye.